The Transportation Ministry of Indonesia has made it mandatory for international travelers to complete the health declaration form as part of efforts to control the spread of Mpox. The ministry's Director General of Air Transportation, Kristi Endah Murni, announced that all international travelers are required to complete the SATUSEHAT Health Pass, including both flight crew and passengers. The self-declaration form is available at this link and can be completed within 3 days prior to landing in Indonesia. You will get a QR code after completion. Airport authorities will work closely with health quarantine centers to handle cases of passengers suspected of having Mpox upon arrival. Every traveler entering Indonesia needs to fill out a customs declaration form. You can fill the electronic customs declaration form online and get a QR code. There are no fees for registering both the Health Pass and e-Customs declaration form. Take a screenshot or save the image in your device so you can easily present the codes if requested upon arrival at the airport. Starting February 14, 2024, foreign tourists visiting Bali will be required to pay a tourist tax of 150,000 rupiah, approximately $10. Tourism and Creative Economy Minister Sandiaga Uno announced that this tax aims to support the preservation of Bali's culture and environment. This tourist levy is a one-time fee applicable for the entire duration of a foreign visitor's stay in Bali. To complete the payment, tourists are encouraged to visit the Love Bali website before passing through arrival gates. For those unable to pay online, non-cash payments can be made at BRI counters at the airport or port. You will receive a levy voucher after payment. All tourists must keep this proof of payment as it will be verified upon entry at the arrival gates. You may need to obtain a visa before traveling to Indonesia. Please check your visa requirements. You can apply for your visa at the embassies or consulates. The Visa on Arrival, VOA, is available at major airports and seaports. The eVOA can be applied online before arrival, allowing a 30-day stay for tourism or business purposes, extendable once for an additional 30 days. The cost is approximately 500,000 Indonesian rupiah, around $33, and you need 1. Passport valid for at least 6 months. 2. Outbound ticket from Indonesia. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond the date of arrival and have at least 2 blank pages. Travelers with damaged passports may be denied entry. Indonesia no longer requires proof of COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test result for entry. In Indonesia, the IMEI, International Mobile Equipment Identity Registration, is part of the government's efforts to regulate and control mobile device usage to prevent the circulation of illegal or unregistered devices. If you're bringing a cellular phone, handheld computer, or tablet from outside the country and will stay in Indonesia more than 90 days, you must register its IMEI. Register IMEI at this website. You will then get a QR code immediately. After arriving, visit the customs checkpoint. Have your QR code scanned by the customs officer, who will verify and calculate the import duties and taxes that you must pay. Each passenger is only allowed to bring 2 mobile phones from abroad. If the price is equivalent to or less than $500, it will not be subject to import duties. You can fill the electronic customs declaration form online and get a QR code within 2 days before your arrival to Indonesia. Go to the link in the description below. You can select your preferred language. Enter your full name. Email is optional, but the link to the QR code will be sent to your email. Passport number. Select your nationality. Date of birth. Occupation, address in Indonesia. Select place of arrival, flight or other carrier number. It should be the last flight listed in the boarding pass that enters Indonesia. Date of arrival. Make sure it's the arrival date stated on the ticket. Next. Number of bags and suitcases, yours and your family. Number of unaccompanied baggage, which is the baggage that do not arrive in the same aircraft or ship as the passenger. Number of family members traveling with you other than you. Then enter the family members' details. Make sure that the number of members is reflected in the details. For example, if you enter 2 family members, there should be 2 entries. Next, declare the goods you are bringing into Indonesia, such as animals, plants, drugs, explosives, currencies equal, cigarettes, alcoholic beverages, goods that exceed what is typically considered personal use or in unreasonable quantities, and others. If there is, enter the quantity and value. Foreigners visiting Indonesia for 90 days or less are not required to register IMEI for their mobile devices with customs at the point of entry. Declare that you have understood the provisions on the import of passenger goods. You can find out more about the provisions and regulation. Send your declaration. You will receive a QR code which you can print or download onto your device. After collecting your luggage, show the code to the customs officer.